Max Dowman in the middle of the huddle there, 15 years young, lucky it's half-term, otherwise we may not be.
Ben White on the ball, up against his former side, a club from where he signed for Arsenal. One of those who has had to be patient at the start of the season, such as the former Urian Timber. First involvement for Max Dowman.
Just going offside. They realise standing that you have to have between right back and right-sided player, when to go, when to check, and maybe.
Just to put his exploits into context, the former Inter Miami player who's getting tight to him this time. He wasn't the only one. Straight into the side at Premier League level. One of those that keeps his place today. He's underpinned now. And they've lost out here. This is Dowman to take it down, and it is Van Hecker in the way.
The ball came at a little bit of an awkward height for him, so he had to wait for that ball to come down, and nothing much going right for Wolves at the moment.
Does have options. Brighton battling to get back in position behind the ball. Dowman taking over, finding Ben White. White's delivery where it's needed. Plenty of strength in depth on the bench if he does have to change it later. Here is Dowman, who can and to an extent has played pretty much everywhere already this season. Dowman's done well to get away from Diego Gomez. Max Dowman trying to dance his way. Still yet to manage an attempt on target in the game. Dowman tries to get away from the keeper. He had
first challenge and then just ran into more bodies as he came inside, so that people are going to double up on him as he comes inside here. Look, there's the cover coming over, and that's a little bit under time, and you kind of know he's going to do it, but he still beats you. And I mean that.
Here he is again for Arsenal. Guard offering the support, returns it away of Dowman.
Arsenal.
Goes Dowman again. Max Dowman swiftly back on the ball. Important foot in from Waneri. Does say he feels more at home in English football now. It's all set on a first ever trophy in their history. Ethan Waneri. Max Dowman. Not that Dowman was in the youth ranks for too long, really. Good rise. Decision goes against him here. Up again.
Fed up of being fouled. So I thought we'd just difficult night for him, mate. Still showing that confidence, even though it's his debut, and it's a great attribute, and hopefully never goes away from him. Talk about confidence and things like that, but kids coming into the side, playing with a lot of these experienced players tonight.
Should the chance come his way. He has scored in both of his last two under-21 appearances. He scored as a 14-year-old in the UEFA Youth League, that competition on Tuesday, and he's heavily involved at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, getting fouled. It's that gap again, Phil. The alarming gap that you never see when the first...
One more minute to try and find it before half-time. Here is Dowman, in the mood to do that, maybe. Support from Ben White. We're thinking the... Dowman away this time from the keeper. Getting back to him was Zirkzee impressively.
Yeah, but getting away from the first defender and a little bit of change of pace. Look at that, drags it around him, been dropping the shoulder and going inside all the time. Shows he can go on the blocks out at the end. Good defending, but...
Another one wide of the target when really well placed. But Max Dowman on his first Arsenal start, their youngest ever starter so far. But equally, we have seen plenty of patient performances.
No good taking them off at half-time. Oh, lovely.
Does have options either side, and just as he was about to get the shot away, Belieber's challenge came in. Hostile as you were in terms of personnel from the first half. Dowman. Max Dowman to the byline, did beautifully, and then...
No, he just took him on here, Pascali on the line, and I just think he pulled his weight, taken a little bit of a tumble there.
Arsenal starting with attacking intent early in this second. The keeper. No way through for Yasin Ayari. Instead it's Dowman. Anus was in support. Dowman can go at it. To hold on to that. Mikel Arteta, I think, is planning to respond in kind with a triple change of his own shortly, hasn't he, so far this season? And Dowman's day is done. First Arsenal start.